everyone. Happy Friday. It's Andrea Bailey Brown at Bailey Brown Business Consulting, and we are continuing our Summer of Profit series. Excited to be here with you on a Friday. I am out of office today, but I'm committed to our series, so I wanted to continue on. And today I'm calling it our Fallback Friday, and I'm going to be doing a week in review as to some of the topics that we've talked about throughout the week in case you weren't able to join us live or in case you missed it. So I just wanted to go back and do our week in review. So we started off on Monday and we talked about our pathway to profit. So in that video, we really talked about some of the different ways to make money in your business. And also we looked at what is your profit formula, because from time to time, I will see where people will start their business because they love a product or they love to cook or they are into accounting and they want to start their business, but they really sometimes don't stop to think what is their way of making money in their business. And so we went over some of that and we looked at the methodology that we use at Bailey Brown Business Consulting and our 6 pillars to profit. And we talked about the ways that the partnership that you have and the team that you're building and how that affects your profit and your bottom line. The products and services that you're offering, what are they, and which products are accounting for the 80% of your sales, and making sure that you are aware of the different revenue streams in your business. How you're positioning yourself is what we look at in our 6 pillars of profit. And are you positioning yourself in the marketplace as the go-to expert in your area or in your field or your service that you're offering? And the CEO side of it, who are you as a CEO and you are in a place to be leading and running your business? And we looked at the promotions that you're also offering in your business. Now, the next day we talked about positioning yourself for profit. And in terms of positioning, we are looking at really figuring out the niche and who you plan to serve, who are those people that will become your ideal clients, and asking some of the questions and creating the ideal avatar for you, or some people call it a persona in your business. And who are your customers? You may have to look at their education level, how much money they earn, where do they live, what do they do, what are their hobbies, what are their interests. So you really have to figure that part out, and then you plan your business around your avatar. So we looked at the fact if you're in a bricks and mortar business, sometimes it's a little bit easier because the product will dictate who your niche is for. And in your service business, you have to dig a bit deeper and answer some of those questions in terms of what's your specialty, what's your zone of genius, so that you can operate there. On Wednesday, we had a really interesting topic. This was more along the side of the mindset, and we called it In the Meantime. We look at you're trying to get from one place to another, and in between there's called the gap. And how are you operating? What are you doing to help yourself and your mindset in that meantime while you're working on your goals? You may be at a job and you have plans to become an entrepreneur and get on the other side. And what are some of the things that you're actually doing along the way? We really talked about what are some of the things that you can be doing, such as, are you reading? Are you listening to podcasts? Who are the people you're hanging out with? Are you able to attend things such as conferences and listen to other motivational speakers in the meantime, so that you can be building the entrepreneurial side? And also looked at the value in a job that you're working at, and what are some of the skills that the job will teach you that you can take into entrepreneurism. So perhaps you might find that you have to develop great discipline, you have to lead a team, and also looking at where we feel like as an entrepreneur, once we become our own boss, we get to work for ourselves and do everything for ourselves. But regardless of that, you have to be working around people. and making sure that you know how to work with a team and lead a team. And your regular job can teach you a lot of those skills that you can transfer over. So while you're there, use that as an opportunity to learn more about yourself and what you're good at. Also, your job can be a great place for a focus group to test a product that you are planning to go and sell, or the business you're ready to start. The people that you work with can also give you feedback on it. If you're baking or making cookies or food, they can taste it and say whether they love it or not, because I've known of entrepreneurs who started great baking business and they were selling it at work, and they had other people out ordering it, more people wanting it, and that was a great test case for them, such as what I call it, like a focus group, in order to get started. And you can get really good feedback from the people that you're with and the surroundings that you're in while you're in the meantime. Yesterday's topic was really interesting because I talked about an area that I'm always very interested in. It's the luxury brands. Hello, Celeste. I see you've joined again. Great to have you on board. Doing a weekly recap of the topics that I've covered and I've talked about. And so yesterday, the topic I talked about was, what can small business owners learn from the luxury brands, and the main area of customer service. And the luxury brands, they are dealing with clientele that are making tons of money, and so they really have to, Celeste says, hi, my friend. Hello, Celeste. So great to see you here. The luxury brands, they are really big at spending time on customer service and putting a lot of money out for their clientele, because they deal with a very discerning clientele group, and they want to make sure that they are serviced really, really well. So they do put a lot of time and energy into how their customers feel, in building trust with them, in making sure that their employees are empowered. And I really think, as small business owners, we can learn a lot from the luxury brands, and we can implement some of those things into our business as well. The first one that the luxury brands really believe in is building trust with their clients and getting to know their name and their preferences. I really think that we can duplicate that. You don't have to be selling $10,000 product to be able to duplicate some of those things. So finding out about our customers and what their preferences are, we can most definitely duplicate that and put it into our own business. Empowering employees and the people that work for you or you work with. And we talked about how the Ritz will make sure that their employees have a $2,500 discretionary income or discretionary amount that they can use to help their customers to solve problems. Nordstrom's does that as well. They make sure that their employees are empowered to solve problems right away without having to go through 5 or 10 people. So are there ways that you can empower the people that work with you and for you to make really quick decisions? And the customers will feel that they're really being helped along the way. And they're really, in the luxury brands, the people that work with them, they're really educated about their product. They know a lot about the product. So if you're selling $25,000 or $30,000 watches to someone, they want to make sure that you're not kind of hemming and hawing, you're not sure about it. Or if you're selling Ferraris at $150,000, $200,000, you better be informed. But I think if you're in a small business, whether you're working one-on-one, you too can be educated about your product and make sure that your employees are educated on it. What is your product made of? How long has the company been in business? Some of those basic things that your customers would like to know, because once your customers trust you, then you can that's how they create brand loyalty. You can get repeat sales. You lower your marketing cost. And how does that happen? If you're getting tons and tons of referrals, then your marketing doesn't really need to go out there that much. And some people call it raving fans. They will have people in their business that really promote them, and they become they call them raving fans. And that's before we had terminologies like influencers and that. It was really a lot of people that are just raving about their business. So I would make sure that you are looking at ways that you can model your business from the luxury brands and some of the things that they really offer. I'm writing an article about that on my blog right now as we speak. It's almost ready for production, and it's called What Small Business Owners Can Actually Learn About Customer Service from Luxury Brands, because I think they put that time, energy, and money into treating their customers like gold, like just getting to know their name, repeating their name. And we talked about people's favorite radio station, which is WIIFM, What's in It for Me. And Starbucks picked up on some of that from the luxury brands, because they would always put the name on the cups. They'll call you by your name. Very, very simple things like it. I know when we look at the luxury brands and we say, oh my gosh, they're selling purses for 10, 15, in some cases like a Birkin, 60,000, but they really have to master their customer service and making it easier for their customers to return things, to exchange things, to be able to talk to them. And especially in the social media world, a company such as Burberry, they really were one of the first that started to use social media to connect with their customers. If you're running your business, how are you using social media? Can your customers reach you? Can they respond to you and to be able to talk to you? So those are some of the main things that we talked about. Just checking my notes, and it's all good, that we talked about on within our Facebook Live this week. So make sure that you go back and catch, if you weren't able to join me live, you can go back and watch some of the other topics on positioning, for how you position yourself in the marketplace, your pathway to profit, what are some of the different revenue streams that you can add in your business, making sure that you're empowering yourself and knowing how to serve your customers. And in a marketplace right now that's very, very noisy, I still believe that the customer service that we offer customers is one of the strongest ways that we can still differentiate ourselves, making sure that we're having that human and that personal contact with them. The luxury brands are really good for this. They now realize that human connection is becoming the number one skill, the luxury that people are wanting. So in the social world, let's still be blending, talking to people, reaching out to them. So that's what we had as for a week in review. Again, I called today our Fallback Friday, and I really think this is something I'm going to be implementing from now on Fridays, sort of do a weekly roundup of some of the key topics and things that we covered throughout the week. So we do offer a one-on-one strategy call if you'd like for us to look at your business, regardless of the model that you're in. Whether you're a solopreneur, you're a bricks and mortar in direct sales, really doesn't matter. We can really help you add some value to your business. So you can go to AndreaBaileyBrown.com, and then you can book a schedule just to contact us, and we can do a 30-minute free strategy call with you. Well, I hope you have a fabulous weekend, and I'm going to prepare and be back here again on Monday with another topic for our Summer of Profit series, helping you build profitable business so that you can become financially independent, to help your family, to support all the causes that matter to you. And I'm really grateful to be here to serve you, and I will see you again on Monday. Have a great weekend, everyone. Bye-bye.